welcome back to High Talk, Real Talk, where the topics burn faster than your spliff. I am your host, Matt Trini.
Oh, I forgot we went back to that.
Hey, y'all. I am your co-host.
One of these days, we're going to get to an intro, right?
Right.
With us just acting like we love each other. Just you know what I mean?
This is love. This
But
is how
anyway,
we show love.
go ahead, sweetheart. Introduce yourself. Let them know who you are.
Thanks. It's your co-host, Empress Davy. And today, to my right, we want to welcome our guest. First time on the show. Welcome.
My brother from another mother.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, sir.
Please introduce yourself. Let us know a little bit about yourself.
Oh, we going to get it.
Madness Solomon.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, God.
We had a madness on here before.
Yeah, I'm the older one.
Oh, okay.
With Sam.
I knew you first, so I met the second madness. I think was it a year after, 2 years? How long you was here before him?
He actually was here longer than me, but what happened? He went to school here.
I just got a blip, blip, blip.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just got a download. Okay.
He went to school here,
Mm-hmm.
and I moved here in 2007, 2008,
From?
New York.
Oh, what part?
Yeah, Bronx.
Okay, if you had said something that was worth talking about, we would have. But Bronx don't. Anyway, listen.
Oh Lord.
Listen. We not even gonna do it today.
We're not gonna do that.
He came along with me, like I knew him because he came and hanged out with me, and we used
Through
to
the
laugh
vibe.
together, and then
But got you.
and then after that he branched off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he branched off and doing his thing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Congratulations to madness. All right.
Little
So-
madness.
Little.
Madness.
Little.
I'm the big
No.
madness.
All right. How about this?
You know that. You know
Congratulations to Chef Madness.
that. Chef. Yeah.
Right.
Soca madness.
And right there we go.
Or run.
So today we're gonna talk about
What are we talking about?
some things that have changed in society through our lifetime.
Through our era.
We all in the adult age, I would say, of our life.
Mhm.
So we could talk about certain things that we all experienced through time, right?
Definitely.
So in the 80s and the 90s, a lot of things was different.
The
You know what I mean?
best Era
So
ever.
we gonna talk about a couple different things. You know what I mean? Like sexually, mentally,
Whoa.
physically, financially.
I wasn't ready. Okay.
Like everything in life has changed. You know what I mean? In every aspect, right? So
I think you just killed one of our audience members. Just fell out on the chair because we wasn't ready for that.
because of the sexually,
Yeah, like that was the first thing that came out your mouth. Like we wasn't ready. I didn't know where you was going
All
with
right,
that.
we gonna start there then.
I mean, clearly you had it on the top.
Uncomfortable than what it is.
No, but I wasn't.
Listen.
I mean, it just came out as a topic because I mean everything like
That was your
literally-
number one, sir.
All right,
Just
so
saying.
financially, I mean, it doesn't
It
matter.
is what it is. We're going
It
to
is what
touch
it
on
is.
everything.
You know what I
Like
mean?
you said, like we are
Yeah, we
adults
gon-
now, so yeah.
Yeah, so-
can
Some
talk
of
about
us.
it, yeah.
The reason, and my sexually might be different sexually for y'all because I've experienced different things than y'all have. So y'all
I would
might
hope
have.
so.
All right. So, for instance, back
Yes.
in the 90s, I'm not even gonna go back to the 80s because in the 80s I was a baby.
I was I was
You know what
born
I
in
mean?
'81, baby. So
I was a
don't remember
baby in the
much.
80s,
Let's
so-
talk
I'm
'90s.
really a 90s.
Yeah.
I was born in the 80s. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm
I think that's what they consider us, right? If we're born in the '80s, raised in
Well,
the
it depends.
'90s,
You said
we're
you born
'90s
81, you
babies.
said?
Yeah.
You more 80s baby. The reason why is because you have more years in the 80s. Like I was born in,
Okay.
I was born in the late 80s, so I spent more time.
What's the later '80s?
What's the late 80s?
I was born in the late 80s.
What's the late 80s now? You ain't gonna just try to take yourself out of the
You
equation.
get what I'm saying?
Put her out there
I
talking
was
about
born-
she was born in the
said it.
80s.
She said it though.
Right, but you brought it back and made it known like, hey, you can claim the 80s. I can claim the 90s,
Alright,
but
listen.
you can claim the 80s.
I good though.
87
So,
or
I can
89? Which one?
No,
80?
89. I was born in 89.
Okay,
Okay.
so you
I'm
say
a
me to my
90s
youngest
so
sister.
I'm more
Alright, cool.
into the 90s. So I'm a more 90s
Okay.
baby because I don't know nothing.
I
much
never
about
know
the
how they
80s.
calculated it.
Right.
Cause, I mean, yes, I was born in '81, but I was a baby going to toddler, going into like.
My whole thing is I always say go 10 years after your birthday. So if you was born in the 80s, 10 years after that, I'm going to say you a 90s baby.
Okay.
Because,
Well,
Yeah,
because
right.
and at 4 years old, you
I
don't,
think-
you're irrelevant.
I
Not
think-
that you're
No, I think you should more recognize it when you can remember things that happen.
At least 10 years
Yeah.
after your birthday.
Well,
No, 'cause I can remember things earlier than that.
I remember technically. I can say technically, I remember things that was going on in my life at 5.
Oh, y'all are great.
But this
Hey,
is
y'all
why
are
they
great.
this
Four,
is why
because
they
four is
have
pre-K.
generations.
Four is
That's what
pre-K.
generations literally are.
But I do think too, like some people have long-term memory, some people have short-term memory. So
Like yeah.
I can remember things for as far back as when I was a child,
Well, I tried to.
and I may not remember things now as vivid as I would remember
See,
things
that
from
comes-
back in
that
the
comes,
day.
I think that comes with
I
age though
mean-
too, because even me, like I talk about certain things and I don't remember certain things that I remember back then. So it's like, yeah,
All right, so before I say what I think, do y'all feel like sexually society has changed from the 90s?
Very much so. That's
Okay.
not even a question.
And if so, how?
So I believe that things are more outwards now, meaning things are more public, things are more spoken about. There's more of a level of comfort about being who you are and embracing who you are, things you like. Like, I feel like back in the 80s, 90s, sexuality was kind of like a in your home kind of thing. Like in the privacy of your
when you say that,
home.
what you mean, like, because the way I'm looking at it is
Mhm.
like sexuality. Again, like let's talk about the elephant that's in the room. You know what I'm saying? Sexuality, if that's what you're talking about in terms of overall same-sex marriage, like it's free now. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly think it's just ignorance because nothing that's occurring today wasn't occurring.
It was
In the 90s.
It was.
But that's
It
why
was.
I say
It was, but it
Do
just.
you forget the 70s exist? Do you know what they were doing in the 70s?
What they were doing in the 70s?
The 70s is literally considered the sexual revolution.
no. That's what he's saying. It's same
Hold on,
things
hold
were
on, hold on.
happening in the 80s.
Ma'am, did you hear what I said, or are you just responding? What did I say?
Responding.
No,
no.
he
What
said-
did I
he
say?
said-
What did I say? What did I say?
She go drink water and mind she business.
The behind the cameras.
Because I feel like
The behind the
You know what I mean?
cameras
I feel
listen
like
to
she-
react and not
she was-
listen
she
to
was
hear.
Listening to just
Listen,
get.
no.
You know what I mean?
Listen. I just want to explain myself.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right?
It's the weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You are correct.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna hold you.
Is
As
that
I was
roast
talking,
paper?
I forgot what I was responding to. I know I was responding to something, but as I was talking, I was like, "What am I saying right now?" So my bad.
I'm
My
sitting
bad.
here.
Nah, like I forgot what you said, and I forgot what I was gonna say.
Like
so
dead ass,
like,
right? As I said it, I was looking for her to agree with me.
Not
she
be-
disagreed with me. I said, what?
honestly though, like I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm gonna stop on this for real.
Don't be a Daryl.
Hey, but listen, I
Don't
am,
be
but
a
I'm
Daryl.
awake. But I'm awake.
I
And
was-
I'm conscious and I'm
'cause
here. I'm present.
We've had umpteen conversations like this off camera.
Yeah.
You know what I
Listen.
mean? So I kind of have a view of where these two,
Hey,
at least
hey.
the you know what I
Hey.
mean?
The general,
Yeah,
the
you know what I mean? I
general,
know the
yeah.
community they belong to.
Okay.
You feel me? So
What are you trying to say,
you know
yo?
what I mean? When I said what I just said, I definitely, especially from her, wasn't expecting
Hey,
that.
listen.
Which is why I
Listen.
know
Listen.
she didn't hear or comprehend what I was saying.
She listened to react, not listen
Definitely.
to
No,
hear.
I'm so serious.
Definitely.
I'm so serious when I tell you, like, I was really hearing you. That's why I was gonna respond, but then it was just like, what
There
am
was
I
a major
responding to
disconnect
again?
somewhere.
What did he say?
Let's run this back. Let's run this back, right? I feel
Okay.
like ignorance has played a big part in us feeling like there's a big change. Because all I feel like is that what we felt like was done in the dark is just out in public.
But that's why I said what I said. Everything is more publicized.
Yeah.
Everything
was
is
happening.
publicly accepted.
Yeah, everything
Back
was
in
happening.
the 80s and 90s, when you did certain things that was frowned upon in society back then, you did it behind closed doors. You did it
Right.
in privacy.
But I feel like all it is that people are just standing on what they're doing. You know what I mean?
I think.
Like,
I think
But they have a platform. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. Go ahead.
Society has created a platform for comfort now.
I wouldn't even say that.
Oh, I would.
What I would say is that it's more numbers now. You know what I mean? Just like, all right, for instance, right? Just like back in the 80s and 90s, this is not coming from me. Don't come for me.
Don't kill the messenger.
In the 80s and 90s, you couldn't claim, especially in New York. I don't know about Florida because I wasn't here. But in New York, you couldn't claim being Haitian. You couldn't.
Okay, so,
no,
so you
'cause we
being
had
old-
all,
you,
we
you
had, we
being
had
older
all
than
kind
me,
of
you being older than me and from Brooklyn.
right,
You have a bigger Caribbean culture in Brooklyn.
right.
Why was that?
Because being Haitian wasn't. It was like a negative outlook back
I mean,
in the day.
up to now, I was having this conversation with my family the other day, and they have a stereotype of Haitians that if you do anything wrong with Haitians, they're gonna come after you or others.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And growing up, that's always been the situation. However, they do like. I can't judge. Okay, they got a saying for most Caribbean people. They say Trinidadians, they friggin' tricky,
Right.
Sugar daddy.
right? They
Right.
say Guyanese from Guyana, right? They say no disrespect to any of the cultures or anything like that. My people's from the Caribbean too. So, but they say Guyanese.
We asked
teeth.
backwards. Oh, well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? they say GT is general teeth. But you
Wow,
can't-
I never heard that.
for real?
Yeah.
Oh
I-
wow.
Wow, I learned something new today.
I always grew up hearing jokes like that, right?
Never did know.
They have jokes for different people. I'm only using y'all because that's y'all
Right.
culture,
Right.
right? But
Oh,
you can't
general
use.
teeth.
I don't think you can use that for Haitians though, because I met plenty of Haitians that is nice. I ain't saying that their background hasn't done that,
Right.
but it's a stereotype.
But
Let's
listen,
be
but listen,
real.
all stereotypes is like that. That's all
No,
stereotypes.
but let's be real. Every last Caribbean culture has their form of
Of
obia.
course. Of
So-
course. It's not even Caribbean though.
That's
It comes
what I'm
back
saying.
from
It's
African-
everybody,
it comes back from the
yeah.
African culture.
Even it don't even gotta be black people.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta
Hispanics
understand.
do it too.
Evil is evil.
Right.
Good is good.
Right.
Don't come for me, y'all.
Right.
I was just saying we
Evil
all
is
have
evil.
it.
Yeah.
Good is good. Every heritage, every complexion, every nationality has evil, has good.
Of course.
You know what I mean? The problem is that it was just a strong demeanor coming with the Haitians, because I fought for a Haitian that got jumped on the D train in middle school. Middle school.
Intermediate school,
Yeah.
sir? Yes.
You're not right. You know what I mean? Because I hear they say middle school. And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
we
it's
got
like,
GHS, we got
right,
IS,
you
we
know?
got PS.
So I had to translate
Yeah.
real quick. But yeah. So you know what I mean? Like, because Haitians used to get jumped back in the day.
Absolutely.
And not because they did anything.
It was a hate thing. though.
It was just, right. But do that now.
Oh yeah, they're for it.
Listen,
They come like Mexicans.
And why? But listen. But why is it though? Why is it?
I
It's
guess
not.
they
It's
got
not
sick- they
because
probably- they
Haitians
probably-
just started beating.
Probably got sick of it too.
It's because of numbers.
Yeah, they got sick.
they
of
come
it.
out, they
numbers,
bonded
okay.
together.
Right.
Listen, I knew it was something when it was Labor Day Parkway, and everybody had a truck, and who had the biggest truck out
It's
there?
always
Haitians.
Haitians. It's
It's
always.
not always.
Well-
Because 15 years ago, there was no Haitian
Right.
truck.
You're
Right.
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 You're definitely right.
Listen.
You're definitely
10
right.
years ago,
You're definitely right.
they were starting to trickle in.
But let
Now,
me tell you,
Haiti got the
You
biggest
can't-
truck
they have
on the
the most.
parkway.
They have the most trucks too.
Right.
On the
Y'all have to.
parkway.
We said it on our last show that the enemy of my friend.
No. The friend of my enemy is my
right,
best friend.
Right. You know what I mean? So if everybody is hating on Haitians, and they group up and realize like, yo, if we stick together, we something to be with.
So isn't that what they say about us Caribbean people? Because they say we don't bond together.
That's what they say about black people.
They
We
say,
always-
well,
I'm not
fighting
gonna
each
lie
other
to
down.
you and
We
say
always
I,
fighting
I
each
hear
other
that
down.
too.
we
We're
are,
always fighting each other
but
down.
we are,
But we're stronger in numbers.
Exactly. And
which is why they fight for us to stay fighting. The day black people ever decide to come
get together is a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
So
It's a wrap.
Because we are the majority.
right,
It's
so
a wrap.
everything and the crazy part is we're just, I don't want to say dumb, but we're blind to it because we're the only
Naive,
people
naive.
where they push for us to fight against each other and we feed into it.
And they feed you the narrative.
Yeah, and we
They
feed into
actually
it.
feed the narrative for you to war with each other. And
Definitely.
instead of somebody saying, yo, let's take a step back and take a look at this again, and realize that they're feeding you the narrative to come at each other.
Let me tell y'all a conversation I had the other day, right?
P.S. I really like that hat.
Thank you, baby.
I do too.
But
That color though.
Yeah.
but listen,
That's
so
my
It's
color.
a teal. It's a teal. It's a teal.
I had a conversation, right? And this was a very strong conversation. And I'm going to tell y'all where I had the conversation because it's very important. There's a society today to where black people stick together and protect one another and stand by each other's side and watch each other's back.
Masonics,
No,
Masons,
no. You know where that's at?
church.
Jail.
Oh,
If society outside was like society in jail, it would be a whole nother thing. In jail, if you go to jail in prison, you don't know nobody,
Yeah.
right? You don't know nobody. It's you against the whole prison. You know where you will feel comfort and find comfort, and not to say comfort, but at least somewhere of belonging.
So, okay, now that you mentioned that, I actually saw something the other day, and it's contradictory to what you're saying, right? I ain't never been to jail. I'm too cute for jail, so we don't do jail here. But it was a gentleman saying that he was talking to a Mexican guy, right? They were in jail, and they were talking about brotherhood. And he's like, where do you see the strongest brotherhood? And it was in jail. However, no, I think it was, why do Mexicans like black people? And he said, there's a reason why. And here is why. In jail, when you see a white man walk in, what do you see? His fellow white man going and welcoming him and helping him and directing him. Hispanics walk in, a Hispanic person walks in, you see his fellow brothers reaching out. Mexican, same thing. You see a black man, you see a black man walk in, everybody scatters. Because they like, oh, he probably a snitch. He probably this. He probably that. So instead of backing your fellow brother, you decide to separate and judge based off of what you think, not based off of fact or who that person is.
Okay, so that could possibly be prison, possibly. And the reason why I say it could be possibly prison because I've never been to prison.
Okay.
So I can't talk for prison. However, me personally in jail, I'm not saying a white man or a Spanish man ever did anything wrong to me. However, you could see it just naturally happen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The black people naturally come to you. You know what I mean? If you get your bag of lunch and you don't eat all, naturally you go to another black person like, bro, you want this? Like, bro, I'll trade you this for this. You know what I mean? And it's not to say I don't like you, or it's just natural. You see what I'm saying? And then everything in jail, everything to me is just prison is obviously different.
Right.
But jail doesn't have that much. It's white or. That's it. It's just white or. You know what I mean? So even the Spanish and the Mexicans still rock.
They're all together.
You know what I mean? And it's just natural. It's not to say there's no line saying white people, black people. There's none of that. But you see it.
The natural
You know what I mean?
gravitation.
You see it.
Yeah.
And it's not to say because white people coming in, he goes straight to the white dude. You know, it's just natural. But out here, it's like, and my thing is, I think that black people, we want to impress so much that we don't want to see somebody be better than us because they can impress more than us.
So it's like, I always say, like with Indian people, more so, possibly the Guyanese culture, it's like crabs in a barrel. You never want to see your fellow get above you.
That's exactly what it is.
Instead of us working together and coming together as one, you rather pull down your fellow, your brother, your whoever, and watch them fall just so they can't surpass you.
Because a lot of black people don't know what it is to have enough food on the table for both of y'all to eat. A lot of people are so used to grabbing for that last penny or grabbing for, you know what I mean, or barely. You don't know what it is to have enough for both of us to eat and live and
So
be
that goes.
comfortable.
Do you think that goes back to? Sorry, you
No.
chime in and
Nah,
cut
you
me
good,
off.
you good. I'm listening to y'all. I'm listening.
Do you think that goes back to like literacy, like what we were talking about, financial literacy? But this is just literacy in general. Like, hey, there is enough for you to eat and for me to eat.
I don't think it's financial literacy because
No, I just mean like life literacy.
I feel like people
think it's
just
life.
some
I think
people
it's more
just don't know how to share. Some people just
Selfish.
don't know how
Yeah.
to work together.
Selfish.
You know what I mean? That's
I just feel like when you
Or-
work together, you can
You can do more,
surpass.
but some people just
Yeah.
scared of
somebody
you
rising
doing
above
big,
you.
Yeah, let me do better. He's gonna do better. She's gonna do better than.
That's what I just
and that's
said.
the thing. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
That's what I just said because
Yeah.
it could be two people. Let's say it could be two people that work the same exact job, right? Make the same amount of money,
Yeah.
but y'all battling each other for a promotion.
I'm gonna talk about it as a business owner in the field that I have, the industry that I have a business in. There were multiple business ventures like that. There were multiple companies. I used to always say, "Yo, there's enough food out here. Like, there's no need for us to go
There's
back and
always
forth."
enough
And
food for everybody.
you know
But
what I'm
but-
saying?
but
Like,
make-
but not
make it
everybody
make
has
sense.
that
The mind-
mentality,
not the mindset.
right?
Yep.
I'm not gonna try to step on nobody's toes. I can't help that from happening if it happens naturally. But I'm not going to chase after your lead. You get what I'm saying?
But it's not going to hurt you if you help either. You know, if you help,
I
who tell
used-
you that person that's not going to come around and tell you, hey, you helped me get this bottle of wine, but I know where to get it cheaper
Right.
for your business. You know what I'm saying? So even if you help somebody, it's not a. I think it's more about greed.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's
It's more
selfish.
about greed.
It's
selfishness and
selfishness.
greed,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I say it's fair.
it's fair.
It's fair.
What's fair?
Of some because it's just not a financial thing. It's in people. It's
DNA.
DNA, for instance, right? Something that has nothing to do with money, right?
Okay.
I could like a chick.
Okay.
Another dude could like a chick.
Right.
Right? And if he feels I have the upper hand on him, he's gonna tell her something.
He's gonna step on your neck
And
to
it has,
try to.
it
Yeah,
has
yeah.
nothing to do with financial. That's what I'm
Absolutely.
saying.
Okay.
It's just the
see
fear
that.
of
Yeah,
not
I can
being the
see that.
best.
I can see that.
Okay, you fear. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's
I
not
thought
what.
it fair. I thought it was the other. Okay.
Yeah, we
I
thought it was
got you.
FAIR, not FEAR.
Yeah.
So
We said-
again,
we
this
was
is
like,
why
what?
we
We was
let.
like, what? That's
This
all
is
like,
why
okay.
we let you speak so
Elaborate.
you can
Yeah,
get
we
your
like,
thought
what are you talking
out, so
about?
we
Yeah,
can
got you.
understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
We know
because
better for ourselves.
People act like that like in many different occasions outside of just financial. It's just and it happens more with our people. You know what I mean? Which is why if y'all realize like the last 5 years, I'm trying to do more community stuff.
I saw
like
that.
let's push
Yeah.
financial literacy. Let's push small businesses. Let's support one another. You know what I mean? The most irritating thing for me, right? This is the most irritating thing ever. You have a business, right? You have a business. You have a business. I have a business, right? But all of us outsource for exactly what we provide.
Facts.
That's definitely true.
Facts.
That's definitely true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
not only would it help us, imagine if we could do it as a barter system now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine, well, you do it for me for free, I do it for you for free, you do it for her for free. Now, the money that we was going to spend to do whatever the we was about to do, let's invest that together and start something.
That's definitely. You see, the thing is, that's something I think they should put in school.
Which is, you see what I'm trying to do?
Like,
But the
that's
problem
something
is,
in school.
No, see, they're taking education out of education.
Definitely. I
We
would
They're
have to
not
stop that.
teaching
We have to
basic
stop
life
relying-
skills
They
anymore.
not- they not-
That
we have to stop relying
that's
on
it.
the public school system.
That's
what
it.
it is.
Okay?
That's what it is.
But when we say we have to stop relying on the public school system,
We gotta
us,
be
the
that
adults,
exactly.
we have
gotta
to
be
make
that
the
change.
steps in order to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That makes
Because I'm consistently trying to do stuff to bring us together, have community stuff, build our knowledge on financials. Like I consistently try to do it, right? But the adult surrounding won't back it. You know what I mean?
So you ready? You ready for that though? Are you ready?
I've been trying to do it by
When I-
myself
no, when
because
say-
I
when
can't
say-
build a
when
team
I
to
say-
do it.
When I say you ready for it, excuse me. When I say you ready for it, you ready for the backlash. You ready for? Are you ready to push through it, knowing that hey, I'm going to get backlash with this? Like yo, I'm ready to do.
I'm
this.
getting it already by myself, just moving by myself.
'Cause that's what's going to happen.
But at the
That's-
end of
that's
the
what it is.
day, if I want my son to have it a little easier, I have to take the pressure now. And the problem with us is that we not ready to get in there and take the pressure. We not ready to get in there and fight.
We-
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
we not ready to
we,
glove
We
up.
quick to talk about the black people and the slaves and da-da-da-da. Slaves fought to get us to where we
Yeah,
at.
no, right now.
You know what I mean? And the fight in us is not there. It's not there. And I'm not even asking you to go out there and get in trouble. I'm just asking you to do something to better yourself, better your community, better your people.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you don't want to be a community person, better your household. You know what I mean?
Amen to that.
That makes sense.
Us as black people, we so focused on, well, I want to buy my son the things I didn't have. I want my son to have this. How about we teach our kids what we didn't know?
I couldn't agree with you more because I hear that more and more now. As long as I live, I'm going to give my child everything that
You know what I
I
mean?
didn't have.
You didn't have financial education. How about you give your son that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
You didn't start with nothing at 18. How about you give your son that?
I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I went to public school in New York. I'm grateful for the times that we grew up in because they actually taught life. They actually taught
Yeah, they taught more stuff then than now.
education
Yeah,
was
education-wise,
education, right?
yeah. Mhm.
But I can now since the man called me old lady, at 43, sir.
Hey, that's good age, you know.
I who you telling?
That's good age. I only can pray to reach that.
You will.
He made you seem old.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like
don't ever
like
make me look bad.
as a real tanty.
Nah,
Pray
nah.
to. He wants to pray to reach your
You
age.
know. And how far is he?
Wow, that-
How far
Pray,
is he?
pray, you know. Pray.
I'm right,
Uh-huh.
I'm right behind you, man.
A whole 8 years that separating us.
Pray.
Okay,
He
man,
said
that's
pray.
Safe. That's safe.
You realize I watching you and talking and not oh, okay. Anywho, sir, you make me. Oh no, my parents taught me outside of school.
Yes.
They taught me life lessons outside of school, and I'm saying that to go to your point. We do have to, as aunties, because I don't have kids, as aunties, as play aunties, like to my friends' kids, we have to educate these kids.
Definitely.
There's a lot of times where my wife knows I'm gonna pull my nieces to the side and we're gonna have a talk. I pull my nephews to the side, my friends' kids, my friends' sons, and we have talks. And I'm raw. I don't try. I'm not sugarcoating. I'm gonna let you know the real, cause I think that's the other problem, is we're afraid to talk to these kids, like they don't know more than us.
These kids are having.
I think
They
they're more
talk about
advanced-
more.
They're
they-
more
man,
advanced than us than when we was
We
their
need to
age,
talk to
be
them.
honest.
We
That's what I think.
real life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you real,
Yeah.
unedited version.
Yeah.
Because guess
Don't
what?
sugarcoat the shit.
Somebody else is. Y'all already talking more
These
real
kids
than
got
what I'm gonna tell
phones,
you.
so anything they want to know, they know.
They gonna
So-
Google.
Google.
You know what I'm saying? They
They
gonna
gonna-
talk to each
They
other.
don't even gotta Google. Just scroll TikTok. Just
Yeah, even that.
I don't
Even
know.
that social media.
Just
tell you
scroll
already, I'm not a
TikTok.
TikToker. I don't
Boy,
know.
listen. Let me
Social
tell you
media's
something.
a
Let me tell you.
friggin-
But this is what I'm
It's a
saying.
demise.
Yeah.
And this is why we us, black, colored, however you want to categorize
Label
us.
us.
Not the clear
Yeah.
people. The
You know what I
color
mean? We
people.
Not
have-
the non-melanated.
We have to do, bro. We have to do better. We have to. You know what I mean? Like from the 80s to 90s to now, like the financial status of us is. There's no reason why we don't own. Like we should.
We own, yeah.
Like
As
we
a
should-
community,
like we should own.
why don't we own acreages of land? Why don't we as minorities, as Caribbean people, why don't we own 60, 70, 80, 90, hundreds of acres of land where we can build and we can crop and we can grow
the
and
thing
we
is,
can
they wanna
teach?
blame
We
it-
just
they blame it on
said
slavery.
why.
They blame it on.
It's not on slavery. It's
blame
on
it on-
crab in the barrel
Right.
mentality. For instance, right? That's why corporations exist.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But how much Caribbean corporations? Now, I'm not saying there's none because,
There's a few.
for instance, the what's that barn where they have the horses, where they have Swank and they have the
Serenity?
parties? You're right. Y'all know that's owned by a Jamaican lady.
No, did not.
Yeah,
no.
a Jamaican. See, I'm saying. So there's there's Caribbean people that.
Really?
Yes. There's Caribbean people that have money. You feel me?
course.
But the problem is the
course.
crab in the barrel mentality. Because if Caribbean people just was to build a corporation, right? Let's like just say us. If you was to put 10,000 in, you was to put 10,000 in, I put 10,000 in, right? And we gonna open up a business account and open up a corporation and do the legit stuff and get business credit,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Us right here, we can get a $300,000 loan,
So
Of
what are we
course.
waiting for?
right?
Of course.
We get a $300,000 loan and we go and buy acres,
And then build something on those acres.
and then we don't even have to build on the acres. Start doing the foundation, the plumbing,
Yeah,
the bringing the
That's- yeah.
electricity.
That's what
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
building on the
And
acres, yeah,
correct,
yeah.
right? And then let's say we start there with us. You build a house, I build a house, you build a house.
Right.
Right? And then we live in that house for a year. While we live in that house for a year, you start building a a bank. You start building a grocery store. You know what I mean? I start building a school.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then we build those things. Then you move out your house, I move out my house, she move out house. We rent those houses, and we build 3 more houses for us. It's not hard work.
It's not hard work, but there is.
It's not hard work.
It's politics into stuff like that.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
trust. It's
trust,
trust.
but I think it's politics, and the reason why I say politics is because it's not as easy to say, okay, we're just going to go and build this. We have to go to the state to try
No,
to get
see,
certain things
no,
done.
that's
and
what
get-
that's what holds us back. That right there is
We're
what's holding us
relying
back.
on
Because
that.
at the end of the day, it's nothing different from anybody else doing it.
Okay.
As I'm the type of person, all I got to do is see that it's going to be done. I don't care who did it, how he did it.
Okay.
At the end of the day, if it was done by humans. I'm a human. I can do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if it could be done, we can do it. The problem is that we don't want to work to do it. That's all it is. We don't want to work to do it. We want it. It's there. That's it. We don't want to go through the process.
Okay.
Everything is a process. We don't want to go through the process. And the crazy thing is, we'll work for somebody else for 10, 15 years, making an hourly wage, just paying bills. But if I was to tell you, give me 10% of your check for the next 10 years, and after that, you have ownership in the neighborhood, you look at me like I'm crazy. Not you specifically,
Yeah, I know you're talking
but
about.
people.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
People. And the problem is that we don't want to work to
get
get what
what
we
we want.
need.
No, one handed to you.
You know, and that's our problem. That's our problem.
So, if you could have a solution, and let's be a realistic solution, where would we start?
We have to form a committee. We have to form some kind of foundation to push that out there. The agenda has to be out there. But the problem is that us as people, we can't even get foundations to stay around long enough to do something. Look at our Orlando Carnival Association.
Ooh, I was about to go there.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna stick a pin in-
Orlando, Florida should be one of the biggest
Yep.
carnivals in the States.
And it used to be.
Orlando Carnival should be one of the biggest carnival in the States. We used to have participation from Disney World.
Yeah,
They used to sponsor our Caribbean Carnival.
I used to be around for them times.
But now look, now we're worse off.
We gone off because
Now nobody
everything's
wants to even-
separated.
yeah,
and
nobody
then
wants to be
everybody got
associated
beat.
with us,
Right,
period.
right.
And it's not because
And we did it to ourselves.
it's not because Carnival can't bring great business, because we proved Carnival could bring great business. You know what I mean? But
backbiting and crabs in a barrel
if the people that represent us can't do good business
with each other.
what do we do?
I never understand how that works because there's so much backstabbing with that situation.
It's crab in the
It is.
barrel
It's-
mentality.
It's crazy how, and again, I used to go out all the time, as you would know. Like I used to go out all the like now it's like because of that bad-mindedness.
Like, who
it's
do you
yo,
support
don't-
now?
Exactly.
Who do you
You
support?
have 10 parties in the same night. You know what I'm saying? And I'm picking the A. I'm not saying no artist name. So I'm picking the A artist, the B artist, or the C artist.
And
And
even
it's
if they
like-
don't have artists, like for
You know what I'm
me,
saying? Or DJs.
for me,
You know what I'm
right?
saying?
I obviously have been in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Given the business that I do,
Don't whoa. Let's start giving some descriptions, because you being in the community and doing the business that you do, it just wasn't sounding too
Only you would take it, Sobe.
okay.
Okay.
So the next time
All right.
somebody slide in your DM because they
Being-
think you
ain't
giving that
nobody
business,
sliding in no damn DM. Anywho,
I just want you to clarify. I don't want people to think you selling.
being in the Caribbean community
There we go.
as a bartender,
See?
as an owner of a bartending service,
See?
okay,
See?
Lord have mercy.
I've been in this community for give or take 11 to 12 years in Florida. So I've worked among a lot of people throughout the years. And I've witnessed it change. And for a person like me who everybody is my client, anybody can be my client, anybody can be my referral, for me it's like I'd rather just stay home. Because I don't want nobody thinking like, oh, you go and support so-and-so, but you don't show up to so-and-so, and I had a party. If I start treating people the way
like that. You ain't show up for our party, so I'm not showing up for y'all's. No, I'd rather stay home because I don't want that bad name. You know what I'm saying? Like,
negative vibes.
what is the meaning? What is the meaning behind carnival? From then times to now, carnival was communities coming together, culture coming together, unity. Everybody is one. I think we forgot the basis of what carnival is because it was too much greed, too much this person don't like this person talking about this person. Carnival was meant to bring people together. People are they're tearing that apart. I have gotten so disgusted with how the carnival community has changed. Me being a bartender from all the carnival parties to now, I literally don't work but one
And
because of the change of the environments of these events.
And you picked that one because of what?
I don't pick that one.
Okay.
That one has picked us.
Oh.
If you're loyal to me, I'm loyal to you.
And that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
If you continuously, every year, I know that I'm going to get that phone call or that text message, I'm going to rock with you. I've had people flip on me for what reason? I've been talked about. I'm a thief. Brother, I ain't thieving. I work in accounting. If I wanted to thieves, I work for corporate. If I really wanted to thieve, I'll cut me a big check. I'm not gonna go down to jail for $200-300. That makes sense? Make it make sense.
Again, us as people,
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all realize it, right? But y'all just confirming what I'm saying. If we don't learn and fix this crab in the barrel mentality amongst us, by the time our kids get to our age, it's gonna be hell on earth.
Yeah.
It's already starting.
It's going to be hell because we could see the difference from when
Right.
we started in Orlando Carnival to what Orlando Carnival has
When
become.
does Orlando Carnival start? If I may ask. 'Cause
When does it
when
start?
when did it start? Because I was here when I came here. It was already.
Okay, so when I moved here initially was 97. Back in 97, Orlando Carnival was dope as hell. So if I'm talking 97, I don't even know how much further
Further
back
it was.
that
Okay.
went. I know I started my carnival in Florida, in Orlando, in 97. And that was when
That's big trouble.
Craig Camacho and all of them used to be at Bob Marley's, but they used to do all the carnival shows and stuff like that.
Okay.
Barnett Park used to be the meetup spot.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It used to be Barnett Park or Orange Bowl.
Was it's the Citrus
Is it?
Bowl?
Yeah. It wasn't. It,
When
wa-
they
it
had the-
wasn't
when they had
Citrus.
the road, then
What
they had the
what
road.
what the Citrus Bowl was called what before that?
It wasn't an Orange Bowl.
No.
No.
It was another name.
No. Now it's called something else.
Excuse me.
Hi.
I just wanted to bring it up. It says the Orlando Carnival has been in Florida for over 32 years.
Yeah.
32 years.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, we're not live. We're not live. Well, we
Oh,
recording,
no.
but we're not
Yeah.
live.
Oh no.
Oh no, that was she. She
No,
actually
like-
looked it up.
Yeah, I looked it up. I looked it up.
32 years.
Yeah, I looked it up.
32.
Okay. So okay.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's been around.
It's
and-
just, like now, like it's not even compared to what it was. Compared to
it was called the Citrus Bowl. That's the Citrus Bowl now, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's Citrus Bowl back then. Now it's Tinkerfield.
They changed it again.
yeah, they do.
It's
call it
Tinkerfield.
but there's not even no road.
No.
There's no road nothing.
No,
more.
no.
Oh, no,
exactly.
They used to have. I know that. They
We used
have
to-
it
You know what I
before
mean?
before
The
that,
last
yeah.
couple of years, you going around in the parking lot. No, we used to be.
Yeah,
We
on the
used to be able
road.
to be on the road, go
remember
all
that.
the
And
way
this is
around.
just-
No,
This
this
is-
is recent. That's recent.
This
Yeah.
is more stuff that we just keep losing the privilege because we can't conduct
together.
ourselves.
And that's the thing, though, because one carnival, I don't know if it was two or what, because I'm not even in that environment like how I used to be.
It used to be one.
It used to be one carnival, but then there was one over by the fairgrounds, and then there was one by.
That
That
split.
was 1 year.
That split happened
year.
just recent. That
1
split is within the last 10 years, not even the last
Within the last
8.
5 years, probably.
So we
5
have
years.
one carnival this year or two?
There's one carnival.
We're back to one.
We're back to one.
One carnival.
But that was one of the biggest things that made me turn away from Orlando Carnival was why are we splitting? Why?
But the problem is the split comes because the split comes because people actually realize when we fuck up. You know what I mean? So when we show our and people see that. You know what I mean? And people see it as opportunity. And you can't blame a business person for seeing opportunity. If you can't get your shit together, and I feel like I could come in and I can do it and get my shit, I'm gonna come and do it.
And guess what's
You know
gonna
what I mean?
happen? You know what's gonna happen?
They're gonna do it better.
They go, yeah, the white people gonna come and try to do it better.
But- And it's that simple because we can't conduct ourselves and do what needs to get done. You know what I mean? And the
they
crazy
see money
part,
about it. They see money.
the crazy part is though. But listen though, look how stupid we sound, right? If you take those same people and put a white person on the top, everybody's gonna do their job in fear of losing it.
But you know what's crazy?
Crazy, isn't it?
Miami Carnival is the same way. The last couple of years, I feel like Miami. Don't kill me, y'all. My opinion, Miami Carnival has turned the same way. I remember going to Miami Carnival in the late '90s, where it used to be at Opalaka Airport Convention Center. We used to have big shows.
No lie detected. Miami has definitely downgraded.
Boy, like
Even from
Tremendously.
when I started going to Miami, when it was in the
Tremendously.
yeah.
Tremendously.
Yeah.
Tremendously.
I
Tremendously.
used to
Tremendously.
go where we used to have Crossfire and them and Marshall and them at the warehouse at Opalaka Airport. Like,
Tremendously.
yo, we would get excited for Miami.
Because we don't conduct the business as business. It's just as simple as that.
So we ventured way left from what
Yeah, we did.
we
actually did.
initially started.
I don't even know how we ended up there.
I don't know
Because-
either because this should be a next
Yeah,
week
next week,
conversation.
yeah.
However,
You can use this as a lead up into next week.
I don't even know how we got there. Anyway,
I don't even know how we
What
got
were
there
we talking
either.
about?
We was talking about
I think. Don't blame. I haven't even been smoking it like that.
we were initially talking about
The
changes.
change. Yeah, we was talking about Haitians and how do we get there?
I
from
don't know.
Randomly said, yeah, the Haitians, you know how they.
that? Right,
Talking
but
about Caribbean
we
people.
were.
Like, that came out of nowhere. You just said it. And it turned to
I was like, no, because I was using the Haitians as a comparison to.
But I
gays
think
or something like that.
I think it
Capital
started.
Yeah.
I think it
Capital
started by
Barrel.
me saying that the Haitians now have the biggest truck on Labor Day, and then
Yeah,
boom,
yeah,
it
yeah.
I knew it was. I
then
knew
we
it-
got to Carnival,
Cause
and we
that
just
shit just made a
regurgitated
whole-
all over that. So anyway, let's
I
bring it
didn't even
back.
realize
Should we
that.
bring it back?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even realize we just left the whole topic.
I did. I was just sitting here like I was into the conversation though. Oh, look at her. Well, Madness, I'm sure this is not what you signed up for, but I do wish you would come back so we can actually
We
talk
definitely-
about
we'll definitely come back and again, me and
Not-
Daryl, we talk.
not to put your business out there, but because you didn't show up the last
Oh,
episode.
they got this in wheat. I didn't even know they had. Oh, sorry.
in the last episode. Yeah.
See, what happened was we sat here and waited on you, but we're not gonna put your business out there.
I'm kind of.
You feel a kind of way?
Yeah, I feel a kind of way.
Okay, so okay, good. So you're gonna come back? All right,
Oh,
cool.
yeah, definitely. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
He wanted to talk about something in that episode.
Yeah, I want to talk. I had some
That's
things.
what everybody
on my
said.
So we could definitely run it back, the topic back, and
Yeah,
have
definitely. We
you
can do
come
that.
on again.
Definitely.
I do want to thank you for taking your time and hanging with us
Oh,
tonight.
That was for us. Oh,
Oh, what did
I thought she was just showing it like, I got it. Okay, fine. Damn.
Stop smoking, bro.
No,
Stop smoking, bro.
I thought she was showing us like she made a sign
Why
for
would
like.
you think that we talked about it before we started? This is just something we talked about before we started recording, bro.
Right, I thought she was saying that she was showing us that she made it. I didn't think it was.
You don't think she would
Sorry.
show it to us after the show?
Sorry.
After we were done recording?
Sorry.
Wow, bro.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
but we definitely
Any
have
hooser.
to run it back.
Yeah, definitely come through. Not next week, obviously. Well, you are free to come through next week because it's
Come join the
Carnival
crowd because we're
edition.
gonna have some conversations.
Listen,
Yeah, it's
I'm not
gonna
a
be.
tall person anymore, bro.
So next week, y'all,
I know
tune
the
in. We're doing our Carnival Orlando Carnival special episode
They gonna feed us by now?
where we're gonna have.
They gonna feed us?
Lord God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Tune in next week, guys, where we're gonna be doing our Orlando Carnival special because it is Labor Day. Even though Orlando Carnival's Memorial Day weekend, I guess we're doing it in the heart of New York being Labor Day weekend.
Definitely, because we need to promote Orlando Carnival from now.
Yeah,
Next year,
definitely.
Yes.
May, Orlando
May,
Carnival. Come on.
Memorial Day weekend. So next week's gonna be quite interesting. We're gonna have a panel of different people from the
Everybody.
carnival world.
Promoters.
I'm excited actually because
Everywhere.
I actually thoroughly enjoy carnival when it goes right.
You know, so you have me thinking now, Daryl.
what I do?
I know we have to wrap it up, but that idea of getting a group, me and you talk behind the scenes, so but that idea of getting a group of people that's serious about forming a force to build something, I like.
I'm glad you said that because that's kind of why I said, so what is our solution?
Yeah.
Because
That's
if we
good.
have like-minded people that can
It's
come
not-
together, and it doesn't have to be in numbers.
It don't.
If we can start
It don't.
small and branch out wide.
It's not like-minded because a lot of people will sit here and say this. You feel me? Not only that, it also has to be people that have disposable income. You can't be making this investment to try to get rich next year,
Definitely.
or you need it next year, or this year in
Definitely.
case money. An investment is not in case money. You have to be there for the
Investments
ride.
got to grow.
You know what I mean? You have to know, hey, after this money, just 5 years later, we'll talk. But that's it. You know what I mean? And y'all have to have a plan and have to. But the problem is that people be investing. Well, I'm gonna invest 5K, and then by next year,
You want your 5K?
hey, I need that money back.
But see, that's where
You
you,
know what I
have
mean?
you have to kind of narrow it down to the people that are serious. There has to be a solid business plan. There has to be contracts. There has to be agreements. There
Black and
has to be
white, black and white,
discussions.
definitely.
There is a lot of background work. It's not going to just be snap of the finger, okay, we are a group that's serious about making progress in our communities. So I think a lot of that has to do behind the scenes. And we know a lot of people.
It's a great idea. Like, it's really a
We
great
really do know a lot of people. So we just got to get the right heads together. But anywho,
Wrap up time.
yeah,
Wrap up time.
because the way your lips smacking on that
Hey, this shit's
Uncrustable.
smack, though. The wheat.
Anywho, oh my God, Lord Jesus, it's been real, y'all. A little too real, but it's been real. It's your girl Empress Davy and my host.
Mad Trini, yo, Mad Trini.
Please like, subscribe, and share. Go back and watch some of our older episodes. Stay tuned for our new episodes. Hope to see you next week. And we out.